Hello, friends. It'd be another. It'd be a day. So, I was rooting around in my shit. This is super fucking bright. I found this. It's a Wii U Pro controller. Apparently, I have no idea if it actually has the motion in it. I wanted to try it using the Pro controller and see how it feels, so I don't have to so I don't have to feel like I'm like carrying a dish tray while playing. Because boy, time has not been nice to holding the gamepad. Bokababa seed. If the controls feel stickier, I might just, like, deal with the gamepad. And, like, for the 5 seconds I've been playing so far, the game definitely has felt a bit stickier. Oops. It's just, like, look at this shit. Like, look at this. Just, like, absolutely blinding, like, blue lights that they have on this. I just, like, found this. I also was, shamelessly browsing the Wii U eShop, waiting, while I was, like, getting ready for stream. This controller feels weird. Yeah, okay. It not having the motion is gonna probably be a deal breaker. I forgot that that these didn't have motion in them. That's definitely gonna be a deal breaker. I want to play this game so bad. Yeah, I've just... My Wii U is still here. Like, this. Like, I showed it off a couple times yesterday. But, like, yeah. It's the, special edition Wii U gamepad for the remaster when the remaster came out. Because I was like, hell to the yes. Wind Waker is, like, my favorite Zelda. And actually, just, like, having a map to consult down here, like, is not, like, a terrible thing either, I guess. I want that so I could specifically play Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I'm expecting we'll get more news about other Zelda remasters at E3. And my estimation is that because I'm Nintendo, that all of them are gonna cost $60. Or, like, sans that, I'm hoping that they can, I'm hoping that they will release a, which I'm pretty sure is not gonna happen. I want like, a collection of this Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask, and like a single Switch collection. Like, it's fine if you use the 3DS versions as I would hope that they would use the 3DS versions as bases for those. But at the same time, I'm like, there's no fucking way that they would do that much work. They would use the base N64 models for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, even if they did that. I'm excited for the HD remaster of Skyward Sword. I'm excited that they're using it as an opportunity to fix some things. I'm not excited for the $60 price tag that's going to be on it. Like, what? I can't speak, ancient tree. I apologize, I was in error. I saw your clothing, something fell along you for an age gone by. The longing caused an ancient tongue to pass my lips. I am the guardian spirit of this forest, the Deku Tree. I owe you my thanks for aiding me in ridding those foul creatures. Tell me, was it not the King of Red Lions, the boat who speaks, the lineages of this place? It definitely was. So it is true. You have come to me because you need the pearl of the goddess? So you knew there was a reason the monsters have begun to congregate in the regions outside my wood? Now I understand it. He has returned. Ganon has returned. In that case, we must make haste. Koroks, little children of the wood, this traveler is not your enemy. Let your hearts be at ease and show yourselves. I'm hoping for at least one, like, other Zelda remaster tidbit at E3. I'm hoping it's some sort of collection of Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. In a perfect world, it would be Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask in one collection, like the 3D collection for Super Mario. We'll use the Ocarina and Majora's Mask 3DS ports as a base for that to port it over to Switch. And then basically use the these Wii U remasters as a base for this and for Twilight Princess. So great shooting. Markar fell into the Forbidden Woods. The Forbidden Woods? I found him. Be careful. Markar still flew above the Forbidden Woods as he drew close to it. Foolish little Markar. Figleaf, have you heard all this? The Forbidden Ones are right beside the hallowed island of our sacred forest haven. Those woods. The whole region is a vile place that is home to evil beasts. Now it seems they've taken a child of the forest named Markar. Your presence here is no mistake, team. The King of Red Lions lightly expects great deeds of you. This is why he brought you here. I'm sorry to ask you, can you go rescue young Markar for me? People cannot fly through the air. Ah, yes, thank you, child. You're alright. It is not possible to enter the woods from the sea, is it? Figleaf, it would suggest from your size that you're heavier than my Korok children, yet I think we may still be able to solve this dilemma. You must use the item I will bestow upon you and fly through the sky. Huh. Forgive me, Figleaf, if you climb up to my crown and get the leaf from up there. Fine. Like, those are my hopes for a Zelda 3D collection. I honestly might not, like... I want that so I can specifically play when we... Yeah. I'm... like, I'm not, like, super confident that they would, like, do that. And honestly, if they had to pick 3 games on it, I would have, like, assumed that Skyward Sword would have been in that collection, so I'm a bit confused about how they would handle a 3-game collection now, which is why I'm worried that they are gonna basically just gonna port this and Twilight Princess to Switch and be like, $60. Full price. That's why I'm just, that's why I'm concerned about it. Well, to be fair, the Skyward Sword remaster is only $50, but, you know... Because, like, I would have assumed that, I would assumed if they were to do some sort of 3-game collection like that, that Skyward Sword would have been one of the 3 in that collection. So the fact that they went, nope, we're doing this as an HD, as its own HD remaster like we did with these 2 and it's full price, causes me a lot of concern that they're gonna just do the same thing with a Wind Waker and a Twilight Princess port. Which is also extra concerning as to why if that's the case, that they didn't just, like, reveal that then. Why they were waiting until after E3, why they were waiting until... I'm just saying, if that is the case. I'm not even saying that is the case, or that's gonna be exactly what happens. Like, who knows? We don't really know. I didn't shift the wind the right way. I forgot to shift the wind. I was like, why is it causing me so much of a problem? And then I remembered I forgot to shift the wind. Like, I would all be, like I super 100% would be here for a, I 100% would be here for a port of this and Twilight Princess HD. Like, I'm fine with that. What I'm not here for is both of those games costing $60. And honestly, I don't think, like, if that's how they do it, I don't think I'm buying either one of them because I have this still. Nice job, swordsman. Looks like you already mastered using the Deku Leaf. You're a quick study. First thing you do is cut the grass around here to replenish your magic power. Entrance to the Forbidden Forest is on a much higher level than the entrance to our Forest Haven. In order to go up to the high place, you have to catch the updraft. You have to time your jump just right so the wind will fly through your Deku Leaf and carry you into the updraft, giving you the lift you need. First, we gotta switch the wind, though. And like, the Twilight Princess port has more problems than this port does, like, but the only 2 real complaints I have about this port is the bloom gets to be a bit too much sometimes, otherwise this game looks pretty as fuck. And, like, I wish for like, the shortcuts the shortcuts that they came out with, so, like, for, like, the wind song, if you do the wind song, you don't have to redo the wind song for some time. God damn it. Like, that's a good. But then the bad is that they make it clunky and awkward to control the wind, and I wish they would have just left it the way that it was in the GameCube version. Or just, like, Link's in the middle of the screen, like, he's facing the way that you're facing. And, like, you put him at the center of the compass, and then you put Link at the center of the compass. Because in the original GameCube version, that helped me aim shit, like, way easier. Like, it just feels like that they made that a bit more complicated for no reason. Like, just give me the thing that I want in the way that I want it. Like this is a great port, otherwise, but, like, it's a very... it's a very small grape for an otherwise great game. All the other stuff, the implementation of the Wii U's features, like, great. Here for it. Hi, Buzz! Also, just, like, listen to me sit here and gripe about literally the smallest thing ever. Like, that's so small. We can use this to actually, like, just make them stand, yeah, and stun them. I mean, you heard me complain about 7. Yeah, but you're not complaining about a port. You're complaining about how the original is a bit clunky because it's old, which is fair. I'm sitting here being like, my port. You didn't do my port the exact correct way. What the fuck, Nintendo? So that's why I'm like, is me complaining ridiculous and unfair? Probably. Am I doing it anyway because I wanted this to be like a slightly better game? I guess. Listening to you and writing at the same time. No, you're fine, Zay. Lurk, we'll do whatever. Lurk, chat, do whatever you want. It cool. Go fairy. Oh, and I have my complaints about the 7 remake too, like, but I have to decide whether I have complaints about the 7 remake because I'm an old fucking boomer and who has played the original too many times, or if they're legitimate complaints and I can't figure it out. You're not a boomer. I know, pause, I'm being facetious. Facetious for comedic effect. Oh, wait, no. I remember what I got to do here. There we go. Anyway, how you be, pause? I need to check to see if Ryan is in here, because I want to complain about Ryan for 2 seconds. Not anything super bad. I just want to complain about Ryan, because he got the spoilers right. At least the part I'm writing about is finished until I play a certain game more. I was so comfy when I woke up this morning. I recently lowered the risers, got rid of the risers from my bed. Man, it's been so humid in our apartment and literally nowhere else this weekend, and I have no idea why. Just like, so Ryan was finishing the Persona 5 vanilla story last night. And, like, I have no idea how. And I'm like, me and Paz were sitting there in his chat, completely fucking flabbergasted. Because, yeah, he thought Centennial was cool and everything, right? But, then he goes on and starts doing the royal... Then he goes on, before he even fight... Like, I'm not gonna spout any spoilers about Persona 5 Royal. Because I know there's probably at least one person in here who hasn't played Royal yet. But, like... There's a big reveal about one of the new characters, and, like, without any help, he just, like, guessed it. He was like, oh, it's probably this, and it was exactly right. And me and Paz are sitting there in the, in Discord on the DM, like, messaging each other being like, how? Like, he guessed all of he guessed, like, the entire plot of Persona, he guessed everything, he guessed, like, all the reveals about the original Persona 5, and then guessed the big royal reveal, like, out of the blue. And I'm like, I have no idea how. Oh, wait, I forgot there was one up here, down here. And I'm, like, sitting here in his chat last night, flabbergasted. Like, I don't, like, how is he this big brain? I don't understand. You can ask him after the reveal if he was actually spoiled to it about about what happened. Because, like, seems almost too convenient that he knew exactly what it was. I told someone that happened, he was like, he's probably lying, there's no way. Yeah. Because, like, a part of me is like, how, like, there's no way he just, like, guessed that, like, out of the blue. Like, that's so specific. And the way that they hint at that reveal is so, the way that they hint at that reveal in the base game is very subtle. Yeah, you told someone and they're like, there's no fucking way, right? Like, it's heavily hinted once you know what to look for, but if you don't know, it just looks like regular text. Yeah, it doesn't look like... Yeah. You have to notice very particular things about that character. But anyway, I want to stop talking about it in case Ryan pops in. I don't want to, like, accidentally spoil him. by being like, yeah, you were right. Even though he was totally right. I was gonna start earlier today, but like, because implied by some of my FC that we were gonna start doing maps earlier today, but like last night. Oh my god, this part is very annoying. Like, I'm hitting the thing, and the direction where it should be going that way. There we go. It's a little imprecise. Right. Right. There we go. Anyway, we also recorded 2 podcasts last night, so be looking forward to those coming out. I'm hoping I can edit those after I'm done streaming today. I was potentially going to do those this morning, but like I was leveling in 14. $14 now controls my life. Excited for that new expansion coming in November. Super hyped to play as Sage. There we go. Hi, Slab! I was having some not so nice times with Returnal yesterday. The game basically did a bug for me that I didn't think was possible and then crashed in the middle of my second run. So I was like, what else could I play? And then it was like, well, I could play Bayonetta 2 or I could play something else. And I was like, after weighing my options, I was like, you know what? Screw it. God damn it. The vines are too easy to run into. I was like, is there a chance that I don't finish this before Friday when Miitopia releases? Very good chance. Do I care? Not super really. If I'm not in chat, whenever you get to the stealth part, please Discord me. I hate to tell you, Slab, but the stealth part's at the very beginning of the game, and we did that yesterday. I'm so sorry. If I knew you were so emotionally and yeah, the stealth part of the stealth part's at the very beginning of the game. If I knew, I would have Discorded you. I'm so sorry. Thought this was the beginning. No, we're in the second dungeon already. I am a lot of things with games, but fast is definitely one of them. Now that you mention it, I remember kidnapping and stealth is first, yeah. I'm so sorry, Slab. I didn't really make an announcement that I was starting to start playing Wind Waker. It kind of just ended up happening. Because I was just... I wasn't initially planning on starting Wind Waker. That wasn't really the plan for yesterday. Just kind of happened because I was annoyed with Returnal crashing. Small key. I promise I will get the VOD up as soon as humanly possible on YouTube because yeah, I was just annoyed. I was just annoyed with it. So it's on the VOD. It's on the Returnal VOD if you really want to see it. But what ends up happening is there's this item in the game called the Astronaut. Then when you pick it up, what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to basically give you a restart. So if you die, it just spawns you back where you were with all of your weapons and stuff. I'll watch some of it. I would have screamed with you. Yeah. But I don't know if I'm. It's on the previous broadcast from yesterday. I don't know if I'm gonna actually put that part into a YouTube VOD. I might just like cut my losses and just be like, because I only played it for like a half an hour yesterday because I played. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Pause. But what happened is like the astronaut item, like, so it had it at like the vendor stores because like sometimes they'll have items like that at the vendor store and allow you to pick it up. So, like, I spent my currency on it, thought I picked it up, and then I died, and then it just, then my run was gone, because I assumedly did not pick it up. I assume now, after looking at the VOD, that I probably didn't pick it up, when I don't remember having to pick up items like that in the past when you make them in the fabricator. I don't remember ever having to pick up items that you make in the fabricator. It's just supposed to give them to you, so I don't know what happened. So I was already annoyed with that, right? And then I start a new run. I'm like, okay, like I'll deal with it. Like that kind of sucked, but like it probably was my fault. I don't know what exactly happened, but it probably at the end of the day was my fault. So then I start a new run, and 15 minutes into the run, I get my first weapon that's not the sidearm, that's not the like the default weapon you start with. And as soon as I pick it up, the game crashes and I lose the run again. And I'm like, you know what? With what just happened and the crash, I'm annoyed with this game and don't want to play it right now. So I was like, I guess I'll just play something else for the time being. Like, I honestly probably could have kept playing Returnal yesterday. I was just, like, annoyed at it after two kind of, like, unfortunate things happened, like within 15 minutes of each other. So I was like, I just wanted to play something else after that. Yeah, and then Paws freaking out at the barrels, like Paws freaking out at the barrels was like yelling. Yeah, I heard it. I heard it. The mic unplugged. Anyway, Paws being like, how is this working? Was like the greatest part of that. It was just great. Boomerang. There you go, Jeesh. Boomerang. Okay. Use the leaf to fly. You can hear me now, right? Pause. Like, I see that it's working now. I don't know what happened. It just like decided it didn't want to work for 5 seconds. I have no idea. Alright, now we have a new area. That brings a wind tunnel that lets us leave, but we want to go this way first. There we go. Literally, pause though. Your reaction to the to me sneaking in the barrel was like the funniest thing ever. I would have like paid money to have you on voice chat then, because you would have been like, "How is this working? Ow!" It just would have been great. Like, he's right there! How do you not see him? It would have been fun. It would have been really funny. I already thought it was hilarious that how you were reacting in how you just were reacting in Twitch chat. I could only imagine. Damn it. Put away. Crouch. Doing the sneaky sneaks. I forget what I need you to do here. I think it's just because I'm too close. I think I need to get the door open before. Right, I remember now. Come on. Why is it not doing anything? Why is it not just doing anything? Maybe if I try just resetting the room, maybe it'll work? I don't know. Cool, now... Now, why isn't the wind working to bring it back? I don't understand. I don't understand. You're like, but Fig Leaf, it's not supposed to work that way, and you're just like, yeah, I guess. Did it for a map. Yeah, this area is not super fun either. There we go. Crabby hands, let me go. Why is it the world of Zelda you use Ocarina of Time travel, you use a bracelet to become a painting hiding in a wall and a barrel not be caught is the most unrealistic thing? The most unrealistic thing is using a piece of wood to control the wind. Or traveling through time, etc. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's literally what they're doing. Like, it's... The Hero of Winds literally controls the wind with a piece of wood. The Hero of Time literally travels through time using a piece of wood. Probably it's something we could actually relate to, maybe, yeah. Yeah, you have a point. I'm just being... I'm just going for the meme. I'm just going for the full-on meme. Thank you for cheering 69-bit slab. I appreciate you. Dude, that's rude. If you use the thing, if you use the grappling hook on them, you guarantee get their loot before they die. Sometimes it helps guarantee that you actually get their loot. And you get extra loot, actually, for most of the time for using the grappling hook, so. Oh, I don't remember what I gotta do to get out of here now. Oh, wait, no, it's a... Yeah, there's another door up there, right? I forgot. Is it common courtesy I should say yeet if you donate 69 bits? Is that the common courtesy on Twitch? To say... Is that what all the kids do, is say yeet when they get donated 69 bits? Eat is when someone just throw... I know, I'm being facetious for funsies. Dude. Okay, that's gone. I may be old. Yeet me a bottle of Code Red, my gamer brother. Procure me a bottle of the red sustenance, my fair companion. I ruined it by not being completely I ruined it by not being completely by stuttering in the middle of the sentence. Oh well. Procure me a bottle of the red sustenance companion. Can you throw me another Capri Sun? Just pops him in the head with a huge bottle of iced tea. Is it bad form if I eat pudding for lunch? Hey, look, it's the little buddy. Welcome to the easiest boss fight in this game. As a snack, it's fine. As a meal, you need more than pudding. I know. I don't want to cook anything. I don't want to cook anything at this present moment. I do have pork fried rice in the fridge waiting for me to heat up, but I've learned multiple times about using the microwave while I'm streaming. It happened like 4 times during the Marvel Marathon. Yeah, this is the boss that you can kill immediately if you're good at the game, unlike me. I usually kill it in 2 shots. Motion controls. There. Did you see the thing, Figleaf, for if you have that bottle full of the Dicker Tree water you pour in, the planet dies instantly? Wait, it does? I probably have heard about that, I just forgot that was a thing. Swordsman, are you the one who rescued me? Yeah, my thanks. When all went dark around me, I thought my time on Earth was over. And why are you here, Swordsman? The great Deku Tree sent you. Oh, that's right. Today's the day of our annual ceremony. I'm in trouble. I shouldn't be here. I must get out of here immediately. You got a heart container. Cool beans. Link doing the happy dance is really cute. I'm fairly sure I knew that was a thing, Pause, but I forgot that it was a thing. Markar, you've returned safely. I'm sorry, Great Deku Tree. I knew you warned us many times, but I still did not listen. Do not worry now, Markar. You are safe now. Just be more careful from now on. You've done well, Figleaf. I must thank you for your brave deeds. Here is that which I have promised you. Please accept it. You receive Fiara's Pearl. Your spirit, the Deku Tree, has seen fit to give you this jewel, a treasure of the goddess Fiare. It's my hope that this pearl shall lead you to a fair destiny. Elsewhere, Markar, do not cry. Please, play your songs for me as you always do. Right, let's begin the ceremony soon before the day ends. Sorry to keep y'all waiting, let the ceremony begin. Oh, great Figleaf. That's my thanks to you, I should play even harder than I normally do. I hope you enjoy it. Look at the flabbergasted look on Link's face. Great decorator, this year you have once again produced some splendid seeds. These seeds will continue to spread new forests across the Great Sea. Probably bad, really bad I didn't know the Koroks were in games previously to Breath of the Wild now. This is their own... This is the first appearance where they look like this. Well, let's go, Koroks, to the sea. See you all next year. Take care. Farewell, great swordsman. May the winds of chance bring us together again someday. This is where that design that's in Breath of the Wild originated from. See, Paz, I'm brushing you up on your Zelda history. I do also eventually want to play Breath of the Wild on stream, even though I know how much of a massive undertaking that is. This place, too, has been attacked by Ganon. Could he really be regaining his power? Figleaf, you must get the remaining pearl. It lies in the place northwest of here. We must set sail immediately. A lot of people complained about the sailing of this game back in the day. A lot of people think it makes the world empty. I think it makes the world feel really big and lived in. There is an island worth exploring on every tile of this map. Could they have made the tiles a little smaller? Probably. But it's fine. But now, especially with the Swift Sail, it makes any journey take like super fast amount of time. So fast. Also, not having to adjust the wind every 5 seconds, every time you want to slightly change direction, is really a good upside. Look, Figleaf, do you see it? What's happening in this place? What's the meaning? It's the island. We're too late. I knew we had precious little time and I never suspected how little. The great water spirit named Jaboon once lived here, but there's no sign of him remains. Oh there, Figleaf! So you're here, I've been looking for you. Are your chances of seeking the great spirit Jaboon? Sorry to report to you that Jaboon can no longer be found here. Just look at that, this place has been torn to pieces. I suppose, too, this is the work of the Shadow in the Forsaken Forest. But fear not, Jaboon was able to flee this island before it was attacked. He is in a safer abode now. Would you like to guess where that abode may be? On an island when you were born, on Outset. Even if you were to go to Outset now, you'd not be able to see Jaboon. The cave where he hides is sealed with a mighty stone slab that repels all who try to pass it. Not even the pirates of their mighty ship could get in. I must apologize, Figleaf. I thought if anyone would know the whereabouts, it would be the pirates. I told them this tale without so much of a thought of the consequences. I did not know what they hoped to get, but they immediately set sail for Outset and tried to break into the cave. It's lucky they cannot gain entrance. I have heard that they were last spotted on Windfall Island, doing what I do not know. If you wish to see Jaboon, I think you better search for pirates on Windfall Island. Baloo must have been right when he asked me to bring you word of Jaboon to you. He called this island cursed. I would counsel against staying here longer than you have to, but that is your decision. I have told you of Jaboon, so my task is complete. Alright, let's go back to Windfall Island. That should be about right. Hey look, it's Tingle's Island. Not stopping there yet, though. He gets to be a pain in the ass who needs like $1 million from us later on. Hard to turn. God, leave me alone, shark. So just as the postman told us, the pirate ship stopped here to avoid drawing the attention of the townsfolk. I do not know what they are researching, but if they're hoping to get their hands on Jaboon's secret gem, I doubt they would tell you anything directly if you asked them. I think you should try to find out what the pirates are up to without them finding out about you. Sounds good. Good evening. Flares for Figleaf, we have 2. Here's your letter. Dear Figleaf, if you're reading this, you can only meet you a peek in one of your many post boxes. I'm dead to you. Very sorry to let you leave without thanking you. Please accept my heartfelt apology along with my thanks. Peace of heart. Cool. Wish to be a true swordsman. Find some night crest and return to me. What do pirates love more than the sea? I thought it was treasure, but I guess I'm wrong. I forget where I'm supposed to go, like, spy on the pirates, though. We're close today, now scram now. I think it's this building, now that I remember. Look at Link's facial expression, it's great. Look, don't be mad. That's not our fault, so we absolutely have to have bombs to get the treasure after. How about you just think of it as payback for running the last meal Monopoly we're running here, yeah? But you think he was foolhardy to ask pirates to pay such an outrageous price, huh? Yep, I bet you are. No, Gonzo, I still can't get over the bed of fast talking you able to get the information out of the postman. The minute I set my eyes on that Figleaf, I knew he was hiding something back on the outside, yeah? So I saw that postman, I just pretended I was all worried about the kid and stuff, and presto, he spills the beans. Correct, Gonzo, really just top-notch. It's funny, though. I'm thinking this may be the first time you showed such wit, such cunning. If you're cunning and Miss Tetra smart, if you do got married and had a kid, that'd be the greatest pirate that ever set sails to the seas. You idiot, you keep your mouth shut. Yeah, don't be stupid. Miss Tetra, you listen to this nitwit? Can you dock him some pay or something? Quit goofing off, both of you. Keep your childish jokes to yourself and get those bombs back to the ship. The second you're done loading them up, we're setting sail for Outset. I'm going to head out right now. I might catch you later on if you're still streaming. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Zach. I appreciate you being here. You have to leave immediately, but it's been long since we were on shore. We need to fill our bellies with some good eating, yeah? We grub tonight and shove off tomorrow morning. Thanks, Zach. Have a good rest of your day. Whatever you say is fine, miss. What is what I meant to say. The boys are so excited to come to town, yeah? And I can't help but think it'd be awful hard on them to leave so soon with a proper layover. What do you say we set sail tomorrow? Yeah, what do you say, miss? The treasure isn't going anywhere. You with me, boys, right? Who's for a night of fun? You're all fools, you know that? You saw that demolished island, you saw that senseless destruction. We have to hurry on the outside or the same thing could happen there. Huh? Not to be disrespectful to the sound of things, you sound like you're more worried about the island than the treasure, miss. Don't be ridiculous, I want, you know, the treasure. Alright, fine. Have it your way. We can leave tomorrow, you big babies. We're setting sail at first light, so no sleeping in. Understood? Aye, aye. See there, brother. It was today's password again? Mako, are you serious? You forgot already? You're so useless. Today's password is treasure, yeah? Remember? See, I fucking knew it! Treasure, eh? Let's get some bombs. Right, you may enter. See? Big Leaf, my old swabby. So you're alive? All the pirates say you got done in by that bird monster in Forsaken Fortress. You came back because you missed me so much. I had no idea you wanted my swabby so badly. I see. After you left, I went back to the bottom rung of the ladder, which is why I'm stuck here while everyone else is in town having fun eating and stuff. That's not all. This time for the gate in the store too. The switch opens the gate and it'll run out. Blah blah blah. Right, of course it doesn't let you use the friggin'... Doesn't let you use the dick leaf. That would be too easy. Yeah, we're fine. Then turn towards the door. First try. You did it already. You're incredible. This isn't good. I've never even passed this test. How could you make it so quickly and make it look so easy? Might courageous of you trying to steal treasures from pirates. Suppose I should be shocked, but I'm more amazed you managed to survive after being tossed out of that tower. From the look in your face, I have to guess you haven't saved your sister yet, huh? You don't give things much thought, do you? You just rush in, never thinking how badly things could go for you. Just somersaults into the wall, yeah, no kidding. Like, just now, the only reason you got what you did is because we left a supple-minded little rat like Miko behind to look after things. No one else would have parted with the treasure so easily, I assure you. Just how do you intend to use those bombs anyway? Don't tell me you're going up to Jevon's treasure too. Right now, Jevon is hiding in the cave at the back of the island you were born in, but the entrance is blocked by a giant stone doorway. You can't get in without breaking down the door. We're relaxed in town, and you're full of whatever this town has to offer. We'll be leaving for outside first thing in the morning. If we manage to find Jaboon tonight, then I guess you win. But if you take too long, we'll come sailing right by you tomorrow morning, and believe me, you didn't get all of our bombs. You better be quick, kid. There's only one bed on the whole ship. No one else besides the captain gets a nice bed to sleep on. Oh, if you think the captain sleeps on the floor... Sharing is caring, folks. Yeah, Tetra doesn't sleep on the floor. I guarantee it. Okay. Well done, our preparations are complete. Let's go. Yep. Yep. I'm hoping the game's gonna let me do this. Oops. I've seen some really good things about the Subnautica Switch port. Yeah, I got it for free on PS4 from the Play at Home initiative thing. So I don't think I'm gonna have to buy it. I'm hoping that the game's just gonna let me go and get the bomb upgrade now. Where is this fucking island? There we are. Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. Okay, so I don't think we'll need more than 60, but we'll want to get the 99 upgrade. We'll get the 99 upgrade a little later on. Blue choo-choo jelly is very rare. We shouldn't need more than that, but like I like having more than just the default 30. For this part, Excuse me. Thank you, Pause. Look, we found the treasure. Uh, there we go. Sorry I'm being quiet during that part, like you really need to like pay attention. Okay. I'm done getting rich for now. Ugh. I honestly, like, forget where we get the bait bag from. We notice Figleaf Moor is not broken since we arrived to Greyfish Isle. The island was so ravaged by monsters, time itself is frozen. Perhaps this is a curse that Figleaf spoke of? Figleaf, is that you, Figleaf? Grandma's always happy to see your bright, shining face. Figleaf, my sweetest dear Figleaf. You're safe, that's wonderful, it's wonderful. Did you do this? Did you heal me? You're such a sweet child. Oh, that's right. You and your sister Errol are just trying so hard to be strong enough than just sitting here and doing nothing but moaning and worrying. I'm your grandmother. I'm the one who should be taking care of you. I'm so sorry, Figleaf. Having to consider what you must be going through. That's all I have to give right now. You can keep it in an empty bottle. don't do anything reckless, alright? There. Best healing item in the game, and the best part of it, it's free. Not gonna bother... I wonder if Beetle has the bait bag? I don't think he does. Oh, he does have the bait bag.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're gonna buy some bait, because that'll be useful later. If memes were a thing, this Beatty saying thank you would have been a meme.
Bye.
Are you ready? If that's the case, I'm gonna search for the cave. Yep. Look, there's a giant stone door. Weird. I like how, like, the game was willing to tell me, though, that the gamepad was running out of steam. I've been playing for more than an hour with the gamepad unplugged. Oh no, let's time to panic. Well met indeed, gentlemen. I'm pleased to see that you're safe. Yes, it seems Ganon is returning. There can be no other explanation. Unfortunately, that is not so. The one I brought with me has no connection to the legendary one. And I see some great promise and courage in the courage this one possesses. I do. It is the only way. Thankfully, no third dungeon to get the no other dungeon for this one. So the foul rain and endless night were indeed elements of the curse brought on us by Ganon. He must indeed intend to cast this land in pure darkness for all time. I believe I have. Ganon's curse has been broken by the power of the pearl that Jaboon gave us. The morning should come soon. As well that we have gathered all the pearls. Ready, Figleaf? I have marked the places where you may set the pearls on your sea chart. Where you can place the pearls in its proper location. Proving grounds for your courage will become apparent. Clearly, the search for Jaboon is something that Ganon has begun to make efforts to block our path forward. It's certain that the perils ahead will be greater than you face so far. You should finish the business you have on here and outside right now. You should not have any regrets later. It's fine. We can pretty safely come back whenever. And now the reason for the bait. Each of the squares, there's a fish. That will give us some information about the island. On that square. It is important to fill out as much of the map as you are able to. Because it'll help with the last part of the game. One of the last parts of the game, I should say. That's why I'm filling out squares as we go. Tell you, lately, as those been around these waters, have seen the beautiful fairy with those magic powers. She'll live here, Fry. Anyone seen any more of the big octos that have been appearing lately? Maybe they scared her off. Oh no, I hope they didn't eat her. That's giving us some info about a, That's giving us some info about something that we're going to care about later. And it's not the same fish. They're supposed to be different fish. Which is weird, but, you know, it is what it is. On the outside island beneath the black soil, there's some serious treasure. Oops. There we go. Paint Pictographs lives on the far north here on Windfall Island. Is really wise and talented in the way of pictography. Maybe small for it. It was actually a pictograph anyway. Oops. Wandering traveler who seeks the guideposts of the goddess, place the pearl you hold here. Okay. The only bad thing is I can't really show the map because the map's all on the gamepad screen. But that's fine. And with the Swift sail, turning really isn't a big deal. Private Oasis. Have you ever heard of Golden's set of Triumph Forks? Tell me there that article genuine in that house. If you want it, you better go in there and scour the place from floor to ceiling. That's a hint. About something later. Surprise! Oop. There we go. Empty bottle. That will be useful. Shit. There we go. I got it! Ugh. The game's also... I also realized the game's probably a bit low. That should fix that issue for everybody else a little bit. So the name of this island is Bomb Island, right? I honestly don't remember what's down. I honestly do not remember what's down here. Drop him on the button. Open the door. Damn it. Ah. Come on. I wonder if, Damn it. They keep falling off. Move. Bro? What the heck? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Okay, why was it such a problem to do that? Hey, look, it's a piece of heart. Sick. Cool. Ugh. Do 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 do. Obviously, can't get every thing on the map with the limited amount of bait that I bought, but... What do you know? We already found that submarine that the fish is talking about. Because I'm just that awesome. There's the Fiore's Pearl. We have one more pearl to place. Is this the, Yeah, this is the one. This is the island for the square. I guess we're getting the 99 bombs right now? Because this should be Eastern Fairy Island? It should be East Fairy Island? Yeah. This should get us the 99 bombs. Drop. I think this will be like the earliest that I've ever gotten the 99 bombs upgrade. Carry 99 bombs. You think we need more bombs? I've got 99 problems, and the amount of bombs I am carrying is not one of them. I am so funny. Wait, did I not get the fish for this island? I did not get the fish. I did not get the fish. Wait, I did get it. I just wasted bait for no reason. I thought I didn't get it because I was looking at the wrong square. I thought I was looking at the square that I was in, and I did not, and I was not. Not in the slightest. Way to go, Fig Leaf. I wonder if that'll work. Way to go, Fig Leaf. Ah, it did. Cool beans. I went in and changed the caption so that like when I actually say Fig Leaf, they'll count it as one word. Instead of going Fig Leaf. Instead of going Fig and then Leaf like it was earlier. Yeah. Last pearl. Placed in pearl in the ancient statue's hands. Now some stuff's gonna happen. I love how Link like jumped off thinking it was gonna explode. He's like, what? And he's looking at it. And then it explodes. It's fucking great. Link's dead. He's just dead. This tower, which the pearls of the gods would cause to appear, is the place of the gods of ancient world prepared so they might test the courage of men. Only one who is able to overcome the trials of the way hero will be acknowledged by the gods as the true hero. Only then will that hero be permitted to wield the power to destroy the great evil. Figleaf, that which you must obtain now lies before you. You must rise to the trial of the god. And now this is the next dungeon. Oops. Dang it. Alright. Oh, I'm thick. I forgot. I forgot what the puzzle in this, I forgot what the puzzle in this room is. Now we gotta wait until the water goes down again. Drop. Oops, I keep pressing the wrong button. Just gotta press the cruise button. I think we do need to go down here too, so I'm just gonna pop down here real quick because I think there's something I gotta do over here. Oh, there is, yep. I think this gets us the map or the map or the compass. Yeah. Okay. We got all the stuff. Is there actually anything? Oh, there's just a couple pots in there. We're good. Drop. I'm probably gonna place this other one a little better. Close enough, I guess, whatever. Okay. Gonna be basically the points to get all 6 in a row, obviously. Fuck. Okay, gotta restart. Didn't mean to do that. God damn it, Fig Leaf. It's the second time I've rolled into a. It's the second time I rolled into a crate that I need for the puzzle. That should probably be fine. I was hoping I could get into it before another cycle, but apparently not. that's fine. Hey. How was lunch? Glad you had fun. Okay. Damn it. Try like this. Try like that, I guess. Damn it. This is one of the trickier puzzles just because it's so picky. Okay, so maybe like this it should be fine? Oops. Damn it. Took too long. Ah. Ah. One more time. There we are. The jumping system's a bit finicky. Jesus, really? Nope. See you later. Nope, that's a big nope. There we go. Probably just the compass. Yep. Hate having to sit here and wait. Cheap. Now I have to wait again. There's... and place it on the thing so we can continue. Well, see you later, King of Red Lions. Drop one. Dang it. Next room. Okay, yeah, we only have one open. I don't know if we're gonna need one of these, but I'm bringing one with us just in case. I'm bringing one with me just in case. I was at least hoping I'd be able to punch the statues with, punch those with the statues, but I guess not. Right, because now we have to escort the 3 statues, and then we get the ability to escort the make the statues do what we want them to. Oh no, we get the command melody now. You sung! Why can't wait beyond the doors? Control them and guide them to their places of truth to open the path to the gods. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that doesn't matter. Can't get over there yet. Oh, do I need to press this? Right, I need to call to it first, right? Oh. There we go. Carry him through the door. Drop him on the switch. Let go. And this is the mini boss room. We're gonna get the bow. There we go. And he's actually like... Yeah, he can break down the pillars. Okay. And get the bow. There we go. Come on, friendo. Hit! I accidentally let him go. Oops. Try that again. God damn it. God damn it. I don't mean to be like baking out at like the last second, but I keep doing it. Do not let go. There we are. One last door. There we are. Well, first... Jump! There we go. A small key. Oh, is that just so we can do this? I bet that's... Oh, wait, no. Shit. Maybe I have enough magic to glide back over to the entrance of this room? We'll see. We shall see, and if I don't, well, no big deal, really. Yep, just enough. How did I not get it? Yeah, the million bombs, I can keep trying. There we go. I was standing on the wrong... I had the right idea. I was standing on the wrong symbol, though. And a treasure chart. Neat. Probably 2 equals 1 link. Or 2 equals enough. I'm gonna put 3 on there just to be safe. There we are. I don't have any magic. Thankfully, the pots outside gave me some magic. Cancel. Call to it. Teach my sword, command melody it, go through the bars, blah blah blah. Pick them up. God damn it. Throw. Let me just throw the other ones on there. And that's it. Majority of the dungeon's already done. Okay. Okay. And the boss key. Damn it. Okay. We're very high up. Feather. Like, excuse me. I could have saved the fairy, but, like, I'm not gonna need it. You've done well to find your way to this place. Oh, chosen one. Accept this final challenge. Hey, look, another Zelda boss. Another boss ripping off Andros. I'm joking, obviously. I almost did the second one without him even getting to do the beam. Perfect. The path can now be opened. Oh, chosen one. And what will come to pass is tied to your fate, to the path you have chosen. Go forward with caution. You got a heart container. 6 hearts. I did use all 30 of the arrows. You've done well, Figleaf. It would seem the gods have acknowledged you to be the true hero. It does not mean your trials have ended here. Once you take your first step into the world beyond the Ring of Light, you'll see shimmering in the waves before you. Your true trial will begin. Are you ready, Figleaf? You're probably wondering where we are, aren't you? Unfortunately, there's not enough time for me to explain it to you now. Once you're able to strike down Ganon with the item you obtained in this castle, all will be made clear to you. Trust in my word. See what awaits in the castle. Alright, Figleaf, and listen to me for a moment. The item you seek is hidden somewhere in the castle. To find you must find an entrance to the basement. The entrance has been blocked by a mighty threshold, firmly sealed to prevent evil from gaining access. Do you know where to search and what you must do to open the hidden way? You must find a clue in the shape of the Hell or heraldry near where we arrived in the castle. Nope, one too far. Why is it always triangles? Okay, it's two. There we go. Watching others play Zelda games makes me even more aware of how bad at puzzles I am. Like, you're just like, I have no idea what you're doing, but by the time I, like, even have any idea of what you're doing, you've already solved it. Is that kind of what you feel like, Paz? Paz is like, before I even get a chance to figure out what's going on, you've already figured out the puzzle. You also realize, Paz, like, I played this game in my childhood. I've played this game more times than I can count. To perceive such a puzzle and decipher is no small feat. Now take the sword that lies before you. It's none other than the Master Sword. The sword that can banish Ganon from the world above. Pause is like, before I even know what's going on, it's already solved because Figleaf has played this 16 million and a half times. Now this is a really cool sequence. Oh shit, all the enemies came back to life. You got the Master Sword, a legendary blade with the power to repel evil, once wielded by the legendary hero himself. Okay, let's do it. Damn it. Now, the important part is for the rest of this is to divide and conquer. There we go. Using the grappling hook guarantees the loot that we want to get from them. It's fairly... it's not absolutely guaranteed, but it's pretty much guaranteed for a lot of these. But, like, you might as well... There we go. There's obviously more. Because there's a ton of enemies loitering this place. These pig dudes, while they were hard before, now that the now that we got the Master Sword, they're pretty much pushovers. There's a couple more. Damn it. There you go. Now that we're allowed to leave, let's leave. Ugh. Now we're gonna go back to outset. There's actually a couple of upgrades we can get now. Trying to see here, there's a bunch of seagulls flocking because there's supposed to be seagulls in this area. Oh, right there. There we go. You can also use bombs or the boomerang. I mean, you can also use arrows or the boomerang, but bombs I just find easier, especially since I have 99 of them. There goes Sup. Thanks for saving me. Here's some more magic. Okay, and there's 2 more upgrades we can get on outside right now, too. I may take the opportunity to call it an afternoon after I get these 2 upgrades. Because that's been almost 4 hours. You doing, Figleaf? Do you have enough granny soup? Where are you now? You may be closer than I suspect. Are you hungry? You keep worried? Yeah. Aw, Grandma, send those 20 rupees. Figleaf, you're alright. Why'd you not tell me about Ariel? That was thoughtless of you. The silence has seen harder times since you departed, and don't know what you've been doing on your dream. You seem a little more daring. One, two, three, four. Oh! Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. There, I did what you wanted. On the 4 blows, you have improved. I guess I was wrong to you like a page. You're a page no more. Now you are a knight. Why, that is a knight's crest. How many of those do you have? I suppose it's some kind of you teach you about the crest. The knight's crest, the symbol of the courageous knight. You're ready to see the best thing about Link's swordplay in this game, Pause? Yeah, this old man is tough. I think 300 is the most that he wants you to do. Ah. Ugh. $300 hits is a lot. Gonna try it one more time. What the hell? Whatever. I'm gonna try one more time. See, this is why, like, you can't fight anywhere else but the middle of the room. That's why I do 2 4-hit combos and then look for a chance to back off. God damn it. I'll come back and do this off screen. The problem is I get to like 100 and 150 and then I start getting impatient because I just want it to be over. I just start getting impatient and I just like, yep, let's get this over with. So you saw the giant rock earlier. And she gives me a wallet upgrade. Okay, with that, I think I'll be done for the afternoon. We'll see you guys probably either tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll try to figure out what my schedule is. Anyway, we're gonna go read friend Jace. He's doing some RE8 stuff, so go say hi to him, and yeah, he's a cool dude. And we'll see you guys on either Monday or Tuesday. And we'll see you then. Have a good rest of your day.